Okay, intro time. This is the Mous Day Zip Bag. That's what it's called.
Oh my god.
Oh, this is the Mous Day Zip Backpack. Hi guys, I'm Piers from Mous and I'm going to be taking you through our latest Mous backpack. So why did we make this backpack? Well, we wanted to make something for people that expect Mous quality from a performance, protection and functionality standpoint, but don't need it to be so feature heavy. And that is what this bag is perfect for. The backpack market is crowded with more affordable bags that just don't offer the functionality, premium build, material quality, protection that we just feel is essential to offer. So when we look at those competitors, we just feel we can make better products, and therefore we wanted to make something simpler and more accessible to prove that. So to give an overview of this bag, the first thing I want to call out is that it's a 20-litre backpack. This backpack is made with a very similar material to a lot of our backpacks, and that's 840D ballistic nylon, and then it's triple layered with one layer of polycarbonate and then 2 layers of polyurethane, and that makes this bag extremely durable as well as water resistant. It's built with YKK zippers, which are incredibly premium, high quality zippers. It has 13 pockets in it. So it has a lot of functionality. It has a stretchable water bottle holder on the side. It has AiroFoam in the tech compartment, which means that any tech you keep in the bag is extremely well protected.
Oh, nasty. It's absolutely fine.
And I'll come into detail later in the video as to what that exactly means and how AiroFoam works. It has a clamshell opening, which means that you can pack it really easily. So it opens fully like this, and that's a massive win versus other bags at this price point, which are incredibly hard to pack and far less functional. It has this zip at the front, which I'll get into in more detail, but allows you to pack more and goes all the way down. And then finally on this bag, it comes in 3 colors. So I've got the black variant here, but it also comes in stone here. So you've got this color, and then it also comes in marine. So we're launching it in all 3 of these colors, which means you can pick whichever one you think matches your style best. So let's get into a little bit more detail on the functionality. So as I was explaining when I was giving an overview of the product, it has a clamshell zip, which means that you can open it fully. This makes it so easy to pack. This is almost a must-have for me with a lot of backpacks. There's so many on the market that are just big black holes you're constantly reaching in, especially at a similar price point to this. And it makes it so hard to organize your stuff, get things in the middle of the day, pack effectively. And that's one of my favorite things about this bag, that they have ensured that it has a wraparound zip, which means it opens in this clamshell way and it's really easy to pack. So now we're in the middle of the bag. The internal liner is a 210D nylon. This is a really nice durable material for the inner of the bag. It's obviously nowhere near as durable as the 840D that exists on the outside, but you don't need that for internals. This works really nicely, looks really premium on the internal of the bag. You then have this expandable pocket here, which fits our optimal accessories. So the ones that you often see with our travel backpack, they also fit in here, making it really easy to keep your stuff in a really organized fashion. We then have this zipped pocket here, which has further pockets inside, meaning you can pack this in a really organized way and keep your stuff exactly where you want it. We have a hidden air tag pocket here. This is one of my favorite features of Mous bags. It just shows that we're thinking of every single detail. I'm someone that uses air tags, and it just fits it so nicely and allows you to make sure that you know exactly where your bag is at all times. And then behind this bit, we have a Nylex lined tech compartment, so you can keep other tech in here. We have the laptop sleeve at the back, but this does mean you could keep something like an iPad. And really cleverly, it's suspended at the bottom. And the reason it's suspended at the bottom is for protection. It means that it won't hit the bottom of your bag. So if you lay the bag on the floor, it's far less likely to damage your device. Again, the amount of thought that our designers put into all of these little details is really impressive, and a reason why I love using Mous backpacks. This Nylex material is very similar to microfiber. So it's a very soft material, which means that when you're putting tech or precious items in the back there, they're far less likely to get scratched. So on top of what I was saying about the suspended pocket, not only does it mean that it won't touch the ground if you put your bag on the floor, if your bag hits the floor, it acts as a spring, so it's far less likely to absorb all of that impact, which just adds to the protection, which, as everyone will know, is so important for us as a brand, given our roots. So the next thing I want to go on to is the laptop sleeve. So this is at the back of the bag, which means you can keep your laptop separate. Again, this is a really important feature for me within backpacks. I really don't like putting my laptop in the same section as where all my other stuff is, partly for protection, partly because sometimes I just want to get my laptop out and I don't want to have to open the whole section. So this is a big thing for me. On top of that, alongside that, similar to a lot of our backpacks, this laptop sleeve is lined with AiroFoam. AiroFoam is something we talk a lot about as a brand, but to explain it, it's a non-Newtonian fluid made up of hydrogen bonds, which form and break on impact. Just means that your tech's far less likely to be damaged because it's not absorbing the impact. That's the science behind it, but what you need to know is that we've done a huge amount of testing on this and the material itself, and it's a really, really cool feature of the bag. And for anyone who's seen our content, you'll see how far we've tried to test AiroFoam. And some of the stunts that it's protected our other backpacks from has been absolutely insane. Oh! Oh!
Not a scratch.
This backpack isn't going to be as protective as the Extreme Commuter, but it still provides more than enough protection for anything that you'll need day to day. So as well as being lined with AiroFoam to offer protection, again, it has a Nylex material within the sleeve, very similar to microfiber. What that is an incredibly soft material, which really reduces the chance of your tech getting scratched up. And within this, you can fit anything up to a 16-inch laptop in the sleeve, but I think you could go even bigger if you just put it in the general compartment, but it just wouldn't fit within the sleeve in here. The next bit of functionality I'm going to go into is the front pocket or the admin panel, where it just allows you to organize your stuff again in a really clear way so that you can have stuff separated. So once you get into this part, you have different pockets in here that you could keep things like AirPods or SD cards or anything that you might want to keep in a separate part in a really organized way. It then has another zip within here that has a Nylex coating, again, to protect your stuff. This could be really good for something like a pair of sunglasses that you don't want to get scratched up, but it offers further functionality there. And within this, it goes all the way down to the bottom of the bag. So my hand, you can hopefully see there at the bottom. And that therefore is really useful to keep larger things like maybe a big book or something else that you want to keep in. That is then separate from the main compartment as well as the laptop section. So I'm about to go into some more of the external pockets. But for what we are trying to achieve with this bag and making it more simple, less feature rich, it's insane the amount of functionality we've still kept to this, and hopefully what I've gone through there really showcases that. We've got this external side zip here, which allows you to again keep something separate. You can easily put your phone in here or something larger. And then it has this attachable loop, which is great for a pair of keys. You can put your keys there. And then when you come to your front door, you just easily swing the bag around, take your keys out, and it should be a pretty seamless process. And then if we switch to the other side, you've got an expandable water bottle holder here. This fits up to a 1 litre water bottle, and you can see how expandable it is there. So whether you have a large water bottle or a smaller water bottle, this should work really nicely. Eric's gonna give me his Voss 800 ml, so it should fit. Boom, perfect. I forgot a bottle of wine. This is because Amazon Fresh is closing down, guys, and we can just go wild on all of the discounts. Yeah, want a bottle of wine in there? Easy job. Anything else you want to try and fit in there? So next thing I want to get into is the comfort of this bag. We have an EVA back panel here, and I think this is one of the big improvements we've made within our bags is the back panel. That's a really nice soft material that makes it far comfier to carry. But it has this air channel gap which allows airflow down the back, making it far less likely that heat will build up, making those commutes far less sweaty or those dashes through airports. And it's really nice to have something that feels comfy all day. Whilst I'm on this bit, you can also see this here, which is our luggage pass-through. This is something I personally use all the time on my backpacks. When I'm carrying a suitcase through the airport, It's really easy. It just slides down through the handles and it means you can wheel it around back free, you're laughing, you're living life through the airport. It's a really nice experience. Then the straps are made out of the same EVA foam with spacer air mesh. And again, this just makes them really comfortable and airflow through them, making those commutes less sweaty. They have adjustable straps, which mean that you can change it for whatever body size you are. And then they have these loops for a sternum strap, which you can buy separately on the Mous website, which means that if you like having a sternum strap, you can attach it to this bag through those loops. So what I want to end on is the material that this is made out of. I touched on it lightly at the start, but this is 840D ballistic nylon with a triple layer coating, one layer with polycarbonate and then 2 layers with polyurethane. So how this material works is that it has a tightly woven basket weave structure, and that makes it incredibly resistant to tears and abrasions and also seriously water resistant, which means that whatever you really throw at this bag, it should be able to handle it. You can also feel reassured by the fact that that's exactly the same high performance material that our extreme commuter backpack's made out of, the optimal backpack, our travel backpack, our active backpack, and all of them have that serious durability and water resistant feature. So that's everything from our latest backpack. And I always say this in videos, but I do think it's important to reiterate. The amount of work that goes on internally to make these backpacks as high quality and high performance as possible is honestly insane. We have some of the most talented designers and engineers working for us, and we're all so impressed when the products come out to see how they perform. So many companies just source stuff, slap their logo on it, don't make things properly, and therefore it's just such an important part of our ethos to make things that really will last and are of the highest quality. It is genuinely such an incredible bag for where it sits on the market, and we're so proud of where we got to. We absolutely love making these videos for you guys because we want to give you as much detail on the products as possible because we know you love that, and we also want to show off all of the craft and workmanship that's gone into this bag. But it is really important that you guys do like and subscribe to our channel. It just makes it so much easier for us to justify continuing making these videos. And it also means you will be informed first when a new backpack comes out and we release a new video on it. So I say it in every video, but it really would mean so much to us if you could like and subscribe. So much work goes into it, and that would mean the world to us. So thank you so much. Any questions you have on the backpack, just leave them in the comments below, and we'll catch you when we've got the next one.